Breakthroughs are dependent on Jesus' location, not ours. Grace and peace, everybody. Welcome to Sabbath School Study Group. This is it, the fifth part of our five-part series as we wrap it up here from Texarkana, Texas, or Texarkana, Arkansas. As we look at Jesus' power and his love in the story of the woman at the well, we have to remember all of this happened at a well. Like, if you think about all the places in the Bible and all the different locations, some of those are supposed even today. Some of those can be confirmed, but for the most part, they're not really important. The whole idea of the need of the Holy Land as a place to mark what God can do. If that was the place where it was needed, then God would have called us to mark these places. But clearly they don't matter as much as what happens at these places. And more importantly, who happens at these places. Jesus's encounters are not dependent on where we are. Like, there's not some place that we have to go in order for him to do what he has to do. He's illustrating here in this story that it's all about where he is, where Jesus is, where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. So before we wrap that up, I want to thank you again for watching. Please take those 2 seconds, subscribe to the channel, and hit the like button. That's the biggest thing you could do. You don't have to pay anything. We're not asking for money, but we are asking for your prayers and your support to push this word forward. And that's how you can do it in a very real way. Also, visit the website. That's at changeministry.org. On that website, you're going to find an entire prophecy series. It takes us through Bible and inspired writings from today all the way through to the New Jerusalem. We got a lot to look forward to, but one way to encourage ourselves in that faith is to know what we're looking forward to. Find that on this link right here below at changeministry.org. So a few examples to illustrate the fact that our location is not what's important. It's Jesus's location. Where he is, that's where breakthrough can happen. In John chapter 4, we see Jesus at a well. In fact, it says that he must needs go through Samaria in order for us to understand what we're learning in this study right here. Then cometh he to the city of Samaria, which is called Sychar. Now there he is. He's already in Samaria, dealing with Samaritans, near to the parcel of the ground that Jacob gave to his son Joseph. So there is some historical significance to the well, but what's really significant is not what has happened, but what is about to happen, because that's where Jesus is. There cometh the woman of Samaria to draw water. Jesus saith unto her, Give me to drink. So we already know that Jacob had encounters with Christ, and he was able to go from Jacob to Israel because of what the Lord had done in his life. And now he's doing it for a woman, an unnamed, unknown woman who goes to becoming one of the greatest examples of living grace in the Gospels. This woman at the well did not go to find Jesus. She went there to get water. She went there to find water, but the shepherd goes there to find her. We have to say this over and over again because so often we think God is like other gods. We have to go on pilgrimages or journeys or do all of these things in order to be found of him. But if we had to do that, it makes it nearly impossible to believe that we're sheep and then to trust that he's our shepherd. It's the shepherd's job to find the lost sheep. And he found one at a well. He didn't just go to wells, because in John chapter 5, verse 2, it says, Now there was at Jerusalem by the sheep market a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethesda, having 5 porches. And a certain man was there which had an infirmity 38 years. And when Jesus saw him lie, and knew that he had been now a long time in that case, he saith unto him, Wilt thou be made whole? 38 years is a long time for anything, much less to be sick. This brother goes to a pool or a sheep market, or a sheep market with a pool. He's going to find what he hopes is this lottery of healing, to be the first to the water. And maybe if he gets there just in time, he'll get changed. Clearly the water wasn't miraculous, and neither was the pool, because if that was the case, that's what would have happened to him and to others. But the difference wasn't the pool. The difference was the preacher. Who was there? Jesus was there. And when he shows up, even after 38 years, that brother left changed, because it's where Jesus is, not where we are. Even for that case, where we've been. One more story. And this one takes place in John. And it's chapter 6, verse 1. And it says that after these things, after everything that just happened in John 5 with this brother at the pool and others who were around him, Jesus went over the Sea of Galilee, which is the Sea of Tiberias. And a great multitude followed him because they saw his miracles, which he did on them that were diseased. And Jesus went up into a mountain, and there he sat with his disciples. So now we've transitioned settings, not just in terms of going from one place to another. We've transitioned from the types of settings. At the market or the well, we're in the cities. We're in places that are densely populated. But now Jesus goes over to pray up in the mountains. And while he's there, a crowd of people follow him. So do things happen because the crowd is there? No, it's because of who's in the crowd. Even on a mountain, even in this remote place, Jesus doesn't just show up, he shows out. This is where Jesus goes from a la carte to buffet, and he feeds thousands of people. Why does it happen? Does it happen because they're in the right place? Does it happen because they're by a Walmart or a Target or a mall or a Costco or a Sam's? No, because even where there is nothing, God can do anything.